Hello, my wonderful people. This is your boy Catalyst welcoming you to the Whispering Ghost, where we cover supernatural folklore from Jamaica and around the world. You know, tonight we're going to begin locally by covering the types of ghosts in Jamaica, and then we will share a few Duppy stories with you. So I hope you stay tuned, and please don't be scared. Now, before we begin, I would like to say a huge thank you to tonight's sponsors, who are Hunchers JA, who you can check out for your custom printing. They have shirt printing that starts at $950, the lowest in Jamaica. And also jam kits for your authentic football jerseys that are fully customizable. You can find them on Instagram at HunchersJA and at JamKitsOfficial. Now, on to the meat of the matter. As a child, you must have heard ghost stories from your parents or your grandparents. These stories covered beings such as River Mama, 3-foot horse, Whoopin' Boy, Rolling Calf, and all of them, we call them Duppies. Tonight, we will cover the Rolling Calf, which roams the rural areas of Jamaica, making every country man and woman live in fear. Eyewitness reports the Rolling Calf looks like a cow and it has fire surging out of its eyes. It wears a huge chain which drags behind it, and it rattles a lot, which gives an unnerving sound and warns you when the spirit is nearby. It has a tendency to block roads at night and chase down travelers. To escape, the best option is to drop two objects and pretend to drop another. This evil spirit will spend the entire night or the remainder of the morning looking for the object until daylight breaks. Now, I grew up under a lamplight. I never had electricity at country, and I know back in those times, Duppy enough basically. So my stepfather and mother used to tell me and my siblings a bunch of stories as entertainment. Tonight, I will share one of these stories which covers a rolling calf. This story comes from my stepfather and he got it from his father, which is a true experience based on what I was told. Now the story goes, Gyao, which is the name of my stepfather's father, he was a man that went out late at night like most hard-working Jamaicans and drink. So one night he came back home from his drinking endeavors and he went into the house. Now when an evil spirit is around, something always does not feel right. So whether the climate get hot when it went cold, or your skin feel clammy, or you just start get goosebumps, you start get that feeling that something was not right. So you know what he did? He started to look around, and by chance he looked on the ground. Now it was a board house, and there was a hole in the boarding on the floor. So when he looked down in the hole, he saw a huge ball of fire looking back up at him. So Gyao said, no, this not right. So he pretended like he didn't see anything or nothing was out of the norm. And he screechy go outside and peep up under the house bottom. When him look up under the house bottom, he was surprised to see one of these creatures what we call a rolling calf standing on a needle. Just imagine how small a needle is. This huge creature was standing on a needle, peeping up into the house with one of its fiery eyes. Now Gyao look for him pooks. You know what is a pooks? What we call a hook point machete. Gyao went and he took up his machete and he screeched it back out, draw down on the rolling calf, wheel back his hand and make one chop and chop the needle underneath the rolling calf foot. The rolling calf drop off of the needle, and I don't know if Duppy can frighten still, but look like the Duppy frightened, ironically. And Gyao said the Duppy take to the bushes, sprint, tear down this, tear down that, and gone. Next morning when him go investigate, him see all of the markings, and him know for a fact that him see a rolling calf with fiery eyes a peep up under him house bottom. You can share no views, share no thoughts, comment. I know wanna think if a girl see a really a rolling calf or him drink too much rum and him vision something, you see me? But anything is possible back in these times, before they had the moon on stick. That is what they call the street light back in those times, So we're gonna share another story with you. This one is not about a rolling calf, but consider this one a bonus. It is about another evil spirit. Now, this story that I'm about to share was shared with me by my mother, who got it from her grandmother, which is my great-grandmother. Now, we're gonna call this girl Keisha for argument's sake, just for the sake of giving her a name. So Keisha was a hooker that went out at nights. And one night Keisha was going to go out. She had a roommate, and we're gonna call her Bella. So Keisha said, Bella, me I go out tonight, Bella said, alright Keisha, take care. Keisha left like any other night and went down the street. Before she reached her regular spot, Keisha met up on this nice gentleman and they started a conversation. The conversation was something that Keisha loved. She liked what he had to say. He liked what she had to say. So they made an arrangement. This gentleman was going to come over by Keisha's house the next night. So for argument's sake again, we're gonna name this gentleman Tony. So Keisha and Tony had a date. Tony would visit Keisha the next night. Keisha left the road a happy woman, even though she never made a sale. Keisha went back home and Keisha shouted out, Bella? Bella answered, yes Keisha. Oh, you're coming so early. Keisha was like, girl, me meet Tony. Him this, him that, him X, him Y, him Z. Bella sat there and Bella listened. Then Bella said, Keisha, how Tony look? Keisha started explaining to Bella the features of Tony. Bella listened keenly, and with each description, her face started changing because she was in shock. She said, Keisha, the Tony that you're talking about, it sound like the same Tony which got dead 3 weeks ago. Keisha was shocked. She said, what? So a dead man, me I look a dead man, me invite over? Bella was like, yes, and girl, he is going to come. So what you plan to do? Keisha confused. Keisha lost, cause Keisha don't have a way out. Bella said, here what? Me go help you out. Now, Bella just had a newborn baby about a week ago. So she decided that, here what? Keisha, I'm gonna lend you my baby. So what you're gonna do is you're going to place a bath pan of water outside your door. So when this evil spirit comes by, it is going to wash its hand before it enters the house. That will give you the warning sign that he's here. Keisha say, alright Bella, what me I go do next? Bella say, I'm gonna lend you my baby, and each time the man come near to the bed, you have to go pinch the baby as hard as you can, so that's the baby ball out. Him go have the image in his mind, say you're unclean, and that's the only way you come fondle your dangles and murder you. So, the next night, 6 o'clock come, Keisha go out, set the pan of water, get Bella's baby, and went inside to await her fate. Shortly after dusk, she hear the water splashing. She get sight, say yes, Tony is here for what is his. Tony entered the house, and Keisha is laying on the bed with the baby beside her, looking at Tony. Tony stepped to the bed, smiling. Keisha pinched the baby hard, and the baby ball out. When Tony hear the cry out, him step back from the bed and say, And for the whole night, until morning light, each time Tony approached the bed, him step back, And before the sun come up, Tony looked on Keisha, and him said to Keisha, anybody you set you, him set you going to caca. And he left. And that is how Bella saved Keisha from being fandangled and killed by a Duppy. Now, I really do appreciate you listening until the end of the podcast. Now, what I would appreciate even more is if you shared this podcast. Comment below if you have any questions, anything at all. Just let them be known in the comment section. Now, I do take stories, whether you can record them from your grandparents or from yourself, or you type them. You can send them to me. And we can be followed on Instagram and Facebook at EarNationJA. Our website is earnationja.com, and on YouTube, EarNationJA. So, we do appreciate your feedback. We do appreciate your shares. We do appreciate your follows. And we would appreciate your stories also. so we can share them with the rest of the world. Until next time, this is your boy Catalyst advising you to stay safe and don't be scared.